Then I got very, very quiet. And then I started taking notes. The first thing I needed to understand was how. How did this woman know what I wanted? How did she know about the house, the job, the dog, the furniture? These weren't public desires. I hadn't broadcast them. Some of it lived in private documents, in emails, in journal entries on my laptop. Some of it lived only in conversations with people I trusted. I made a list of everyone who had access to that kind of information. It was a short list. My best friend, Dana, my ex-boyfriend, Marcus, my therapist, my mother. I started with Marcus because he was the easiest to suspect and the hardest to forgive. We'd broken up a year and a half ago, amicably enough, after 4 years together. He knew everything, every dream, every plan, every Pinterest board and 5-year timeline. He'd sat with me on that porch on Sycamore Lane during an open house 2 years ago and watched me cry because I wanted it so badly. I called him, kept it casual, asked how he was doing, what was new. He mentioned he'd started seeing someone. Her name was Rachel, not Elaine. I asked what she did for a living. She was a nurse. Dead end. Or so I thought. Then I called Dana. Dana, who had been my college roommate, my maid of honor candidate, my emergency contact. Dana, who knew the password to my laptop because she'd house sat for me twice. Dana, who had gone oddly quiet over the past few months, canceling plans, dodging calls. I asked Dana if she'd ever heard the name Elaine Garris. There was a pause, just a beat too long. Then she said no, never. Why do you ask? And in that silence, in that fraction of a second where her voice caught, I knew. I didn't confront her, not yet. Instead, I hired a private investigator. His name was Paul. He worked out of a strip mall office that smelled like burnt coffee, and he was worth every dollar. Within 2 weeks, Paul had the full picture. Elaine Garris didn't exist before 14 months ago. The identity was fabricated, built carefully, using a combination of my personal information and fictional details, enough to pass surface-level checks. The social security number was stolen from a deceased woman in another state. The credit history was manufactured through a technique Paul called synthetic identity fraud. Someone had essentially constructed a human being on paper,